should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck, put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Greetings, y'all. I'm trying to get this water stuff filled up for my smell goods, for my humidifiers in the room. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Mickey Picky Palace. Of course, this is Dr. A, and I am in here to give y'all whatever it is I give. um, greetings. Okay, so what y'all want to talk about? Okay, so we're gonna do Just Jasmine. I have taken the liberty to go ahead and look at that video for you. Trust me. I looked at half of it. Trust me when I tell y'all wanted me to look at it. I promise you all wanted me to look at it. I promise you, if I would have showed this here video on this live, y'all have been heated with me. Y'all would have been pulling out the windmill, and y'all would have got the windmill in me on sight. I assure you. Listen to me. Take my word for it now. Don't play games. Oops, I didn't mean to put that much oil in there. Anyway, I'm trying to put some oil in here. I didn't do enough water. I gotta make some more of this oil because it's not. Because I'm running out. Anywho, give me a second here, y'all. I'm gonna get some more water. Trust me when I tell y'all would thank me. Y'all would thank me. Y'all will give me an Academy Award for wanting to going ahead and viewing this video. I promise you. I promise you. I swear to God. Listen to me when I tell y'all. Because this was too TMI. And I really need to put the, you know what I'm saying? I really need to put the trigger warning up here before we even get started. Just to be all the way honest. I mean, it'd be all the other stuff that I show y'all. I probably should have been putting a trigger warning on. But again, you know, I you know, I didn't have one quick on the draw. I didn't have it in my system here yet. I didn't have it in my system here yet. So, and anywho, I got it now. So y'all, no worries. Just, you know, sensitive subject matter. What I'm going to go ahead and do for y'all is we're just going to talk about what she talked about a little bit. I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm going to give you the yucky version of what she talked about. Okay, if that's okay with y'all, I would definitely get started with it. Okay, if y'all want to hear the non-yucky version of what she discussed, and trust me when I tell y'all it was yucky. Trust me when I tell y'all it was the yucky version. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to get this smell good in here. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to plug this in. Give me a second here. Y'all heard that? That's what that is. Okay. What the hell? Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. It's getting old. It's a little old, so I'm gonna have to definitely. Y'all know I'm gonna have to work on upgrading that in a little while because of that noise it's making. But it works. Y'all know my husband will wind it down all the way until it don't work no more. Y'all know how he is, y'all. And I'm not buying it. Okay, I'm gonna let him get it. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this here. Okay. First, let me speak to my crystals. How you doing, Virgo? Welcome to the Make It Thick Palace. Thank you so much for coming here. Y'all could be anywhere else in y'all with y'all life, but y'all decided to come here with us. Thank you so much. Anywho, welcome to the Crystal Palace. I'm Dr. A, and I am your crystal rock goddess. And I am here to do what the things that I do, what I do, what I do. What Jermaine Jackson told you, he do what he do, what he do. You know, am I the only person that like that, Jermaine? Jermaine Jackson had about 3 hits, 3 to 4 hits, maybe more than that. I mean, that he sung himself. I'm not talking about that he wrote for Whitney Houston. I'm talking about that he actually sung. And my husband said I'm the only person that listened to Jermaine's music. He was so disrespectful. Anyway, and I know that's not true. Okay, so good morning, TS. Welcome to me, Figure Pals. Okay, so that song is on your place. See what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm not the only one. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Come to the Crystal Palace. Take your shoes off, lean by the crystal door. Go to the Crystal Palace. Go to the bar, Crystal Bar. Grab your crystals, grab your libations. So, because over here we honor our ancestors. The second concept we got to get used to is becoming a crystal. You ask me, how do I become a crystal? How do you become a crystal? Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. How you become a crystal is all you gotta do is type. We call that what? The parlor room. The second way to become a crystal, we call that what? We call that. Let me turn my coffee up. We call that the boom boom room. The third way, last but not least way to become a crystal, after not act. Don't leave play around me. True play for real. As situations will arise. All right, y'all. First of all, that's me pouring the water. That's me pouring the spring water inside of the Keurig machine. Okay, good Lord, relax. I ain't doing nothing strange for a little change. My name is not Jasmine. I ain't doing nothing in the bathroom. Saying, I promise you, y'all gonna hear the coffee maker going in a few seconds if y'all just give me a few seconds. So, anywho, getting ready for work, but I'm listening. That's no problem. So, anywho, y'all, we getting ready. Okay, so we call that the outhouse gang up in this thing. Let's see what coffee I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this coffee right now. Okay, y'all ready? All right, so check this out. So we call that the outhouse gang up in this thing. I know I said it twice. I'm gonna say it again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Rose Niley. You remember how Dorothy was like, they wrote that song? Anyway. Anyway, look, shut up, y'all funny. So anyway. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Just Jasmine real quick. So I did the trigger warning. You see the trigger warning. Stop playing. We already know what it is. I'm telling you, just trust me when I tell you it's a trigger warning necessary. Yes, it is, child. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on, and basically what I'm gonna tell y'all what she did. Okay, this is right here and what she's going through. We're gonna start it over. I'm just gonna basically tell you that basically Aisha was flirting with the girl in the coffee at the coffee shop because you know that's their favorite date is to go through the drive-throughs to get coffee. And you know she wanted to spend some time with Kaisha. She really because this is Kaisha's day off, but you know unfortunately she is having her messies. Okay, and by her having her messy, she don't, you know what I mean? She describes her messies in detail and cramping and what type of, whether she a tampon or a sanitary napkin girl. Listen, we're not going to have that conversation up here. I'm telling y'all right damn now. And if y'all think that I'm getting ready to go there and talk about this chick's messies, menstrual, I'm not doing it. Like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. Anywho, So, so she flirted with this girl. The girl hooked up Jasmine coffee, but her coffee, Kaisha coffee, sucked. Okay, so whatever. So she's spending time with her, and then we're gonna take it from the point when she went to the grocery, when she went down to the laundromat. Okay, Kaisha tries too hard. Y'all know she worked my nerves. I can't tolerate her. I can't watch her. I am subscribed to Kaisha because I wanted to get her receive her notifications. But it's definitely difficult. At first, I was like, well, maybe Kaisha all right. But then after watching her, and I was just like, why she try so hard? She just try to be. I don't know. She just feminine to me. She's feminine. It's like the roles are really reversed. Like, oh, girl is the masculine one, and Kaisha's the feminine one. You know what I'm saying? It just comes off like that. But maybe I'm tripping. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But that's just how I feel, y'all. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. And I don't know what y'all expect from me, okay? Y'all want me to lie to y'all? I'm not gonna do it. So that's my coffee, y'all, okay? So, anywho, so she goes there about her messies, and now she's down in the laundry room washing clothes. So let's listen. That's the coffee, y'all. I'm still trying to wait for it to get done. I'm gonna hold off. Give me a second, y'all, before it get done. Let me speak to y'all. If it's anybody new coming in, I'll go ahead and speak, and we can top it off. Did I speak to you? Pineapples? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky House, girl. You did a great live yesterday. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
You really don't know how unacceptable that was.
I understand.
No, I don't think you understand.
I'm okay. I like this look. I like little Faithy, but Faithy get on my nerves with this old weird stuff. Cause that's my son does the same thing. It be so funny, but it get on your nerves at the same time. And little Faithy be getting on my nerves, y'all. But I laugh at her. She's still funny. I still like the little girl, but she gets on my nerves when she does this like that. When she makes that little scream, that little screech, it just gets on my nerves. It's so much attention. God, I'm like, Jasmine, get these children some attention. I mean, she probably do get these children a lot of attention, but sometimes it just doesn't seem like it because she all up in Kaisha's face. So I don't know how, you know. But we all can make attention. We can all give attention to those. Whatever we can spend time with whoever or whatever we want to, right? So anyway. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's ice time, okay? Anyhow, let's get started. I got my coffee, got my ice. I'm gonna start this breakfast for my son. He is still asleep. I get a little piece. I don't have to hear him going, where can I cut it at? Where can I cut it at? I want to cut it at. Why can't I listen to my shit? Oh, yeah, I don't feel like hearing that this morning. So, oh, shoot. I'm dropping all ice. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started.
My husband business.
Good Lord. Hello.
Stop. I'm not playing. Because Michaela does the same exact thing, and I don't like that. Because what about if I didn't have the money? What about if I'm sacrificing something for that? You don't go about things that way. You have to tell people in advance. Babe.
Yeah.
Where you going? You think Alyssa should get these shorts?
But that's not it.
That's it. No, you know my answer to that question already, so don't ask me.
It's a no. Right, because you know what you did was unacceptable, Alyssa. You kept saying shorts.
I know, but I thought I clarified it.
At the end of the day, $70 shorts when you got a $200 trip, and then you have to have money for the trip, and then you have to have trip. Like all of that is stuff that you got to consider. And not only that, the shorts not gonna last you the whole trip. So what you gonna do for the rest of your outfits?
I have my outfits already.
Right, but you know better. Listen, $70 for some shorts is crazy. And if that's how you gonna be dressed for the summer, you ain't gonna have no money from your checks.
But it's different when it's coming out of her checks. When it's coming out of my pocket last minute. But also, you can't say yes. Alyssa had a nigga where I'm doing laundry, but I am very upset right now. And I'm only upset with myself because honestly, I'm raising some very privileged kids, and it's not okay. and they think that they can never hear the
First
words
of all,
no,
y'all,
and
I'm
that's
so
not.
sorry, but y'all know oh shoot, my bad. Y'all know I stopped the world for husband. Y'all know how I get down. I'm so sorry, but I'm back, and I apologize for that. But I don't because shoot, I'm trying to keep my marriage. I don't know about nobody else. I'm not Olivia, okay? Anywho, so I had to start it off. This is the part where she talks about Alyssa. She's referring to Alyssa. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this part, and then it's not gonna be a quick. It's just gonna be a quick video, and then we're gonna move on to the other person. Oh my God, the girlfriend decides if your child gets shorts. Exactly. That's what. See, I did the horse too fast. Passion. How you doing, Pepper? How you doing, Passion? Welcome to the Mickey. Both of y'all, welcome to the Mickey Figgy House. Can y'all do me a favor? Passion, can you bring that back up? I'm slapping my hands because I'm from St. Louis, and that's what we do when we try to make a point. Okay, so that my bad. Okay, don't think I'm trying to get buck with you because it's not like that. I'm getting bucked because you're in my head. Okay, so what I want you to do is hold on to that comment, and we're gonna play it as if you never said the comment, and then you're gonna come back later on when we get to this point, and then you're gonna say the comment. Okay, because my husband called me, and I like had to do it real too fast because he started calling me, and he called me something, so I had to stop what I'm doing. Y'all know how it is. Anyway, so just hold on to that comment of expression that you just expressed, okay? So y'all do me a favor, but don't repeat that for me. Just hold on, okay? Hold on tight, all right? Hold on tight. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure I'm talking. My head talk. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. Okay, so put in a crystal ball, put in crystal, something shiny or blingy to let me know you heard me or won. Okay. All right.
Not the way life works, and it's just not a good way to raise kids. And I'm very aware, and I'm just so.
So first of all, excuse me, y'all. I apologize. It's early in the morning. I have not been asleep. I apologize for belching like that. Y'all know I'm not that rude, but it's just the point. I'm drinking this coffee, and I drank it really fast so I could start talking. And so sometimes when you drink something so fast, it goes, and my energy's like, that's what happens. Okay. So anyway, listen. First of all, I get tired of her always coming up here, always talking about, oh, well, that's what happens. It's all my own fault with my children. It's my own fault. She always get up here with this mess about something being her own fault and her children does this and this and that. And then I don't know about y'all, but it's over. It's overdone. It's baked. It's overdone. It should be tossed out to the river. Okay. If we had a penny for this woman, for this child to constantly get, I apologize, y'all know I'm making breakfast. I'm making noise. If we had a penny for every time this child got up here and said that her children, don't appreciate her, yada yada yada, and blah blah blah. If we had a penny, a quarter, a nickel, a dollar, or something, some kind of financial institution going on, we'll be some rich motherfuckers. Okay? Some Mickey Flickians. We will be rich. Y'all hear me? And I wish that we can get paid. I mean, all of us, not just me. Okay? Okay? But I wish that somehow we can all get paid for every time she get up here and say that she should have did this right. Then we give her suggestions. She's the first damn person that tell me, well, I could have done, but yeah, but y'all don't understand. If you move here, if you do this, then this will happen. She got all the excuses in the world, but when we try to tell her something, you know what I mean? She got an excuse, but then she goes back and she'll never say, well, y'all was right. She could at least say that. She don't even say that, y'all. But anyway, let's continue, okay? Let's continue. Okay.
So mad at myself for saying yes. Alyssa had a end of the year trip. She said she didn't want to go. Okay, no problem. You don't want to go, no problem. I'm not going to force it on you. But I'm also not budgeting it in because you said you don't want to go. Last minute, mommy, I want to go. So I paid for the trip. Very last minute because she said she wanted to go. Cool. Mommy, I need my hair done for the trip.
And so right there, the fact that she said the last minute that she wanted to go to a damn trip, Listen, number one, you need to make up your mind on what you want to do. Nobody, nobody has time to be using a third eye all the time, the sixth chakra all the time to figure out, you know what I mean, what you mean. No, she got too many, your mama got too many dang on children for you to figure out what it is, what type of trip you want to go on. So I guess you want to go on a trip because remember that girl was just mission in action. She went up to Kaisha and went up to that girl's job, and the girl wasn't at the job because Kaisha called her and it's like, where your girl at? Kaisha wasting gas money, time, and energy to go pick up your children, and they not in the exact same place. So everybody she want to just label my what's the little girl name? Michaela. She want to label Michaela as this particular person, but at the end of the day, it's like, shoot, she ain't the only so-called apple, I don't want to call her bad seed or bad apple, but you know what I mean. I don't, she's not the only one that is allegedly showing out now, is she? No, she's not. You know. But anyway, let's continue. Where y'all at? I can't find. Oh shoot, where the heck is y'all at? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. How you doing? Miss Jackson? If you nasty, how you doing, Ebony? Welcome to the Mickey Thicky Palace. Okay. All right, y'all. So you get what I'm saying? So she already, strike number one. Y'all know what I mean? Like we bowling ball. We bowling, y'all. Okay. So that's number one. Okay. And it addressed the fact that again, your children are very indecisive. I mean, extremely indecisive. And then two, you give them too much leeway to make them feel like they're indecisive. What you have to do with children is I do that even with my 8-year-old. And it probably does sound like I'm mean, but I promise you I'm not real. This boy is spoiled. I'm not talking about Nakia spoiled. Nakia say her children are spoiled. But my son is spoiled with reason, right? Meaning we would get on him about stuff. We don't play with him, but at the same time, if he asks for something, if he does good grades, if he does what he's supposed to do, he gets allowance at 8 years old. He gets, you know what I mean? I assist him in cleaning up his room. He cleans up his room, but he don't mirrorize it. My other children, 8 years old, my first set of children, they knew how to clean up their room at 8 years old. They knew how to clean up the way that I instructed them to clean it up. He's not there yet. You get what I'm saying? He's not there yet. So, and then again, my first set of children is different from my second. And then it's not just that, but it's just the fact that we're doing in different days and times. So I'm a different person than I was when I heard my first set of children to a degree. And then he's different from how they are. This is a totally different generation, right? So what I'm saying is, but at the end of the day, I still have to be firm on certain things. I am firm. When I tell him no, y'all heard me say, I like, no, I said no. Go do what I say do. Shh. You know what I mean? Y'all heard me. I'm good for that. I'm like, go do what I said do. And I go, shh. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't play with my son. And this is not about, he is able to express himself in the way that he needs to, but not as much as, as she allow her children run amok. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with nobody's children. I'm not doing that with my grandchildren. My grandchildren ain't gonna run amok. And if a child feel like they gotta run amok, they need to stay with their parents messing around with me. But let's go.
Give her the money to go get her hair done. The trip slip say you need pocket money. What's pocket money? Then she goes, for 3 days, she's been saying, Mommy, I got to get a pair of shorts. Yes, I will admit she has been.
Okay, so check this out. So listen, I want y'all to understand this. This little girl does have a job, okay? Keep that in mind. So she wants her mama to pay for the trip, whatever that expense is. She wants her to also give her pocket spending money, okay? And she wants her to buy her a pair of shorts. And check this out, how much the pair of shorts got. But see, Jasmine, this is your own fault. Your own fault is you spoil, and I know I spoil my son, but you do overly thing, and you spoil them even when they're wrong. And that's something you do not do. When a child is messing up the church's money, you do not constantly give to them. Yes, I'm hitting my arms, y'all. You do not constantly give to them. If they are messing up the church's money, then not following directions, they are being hard-headed, they showing out. You do not still buy them stuff. I don't give a dang if they say, well, I'm gonna let such and such buy it. If they bring that into your house, you throw that out. They are not allowed to bring stuff in there after you done punished them and told them that you weren't going to buy it for them. I'd be damned if they let somebody else buy it. It'd be going right back to that person or right back to that source. That source would come get it, or I'm throwing it out the window and somebody else gonna get it. How about that? Cause see, I'm real funny with that kind of stuff because it's gonna be do what I say do or else. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I'm a different type of Taurus than she is. I don't know what kind of Taurus she is. She's a something. I don't know.
And saying she needs to get a pair of shorts. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mommy, I need to get my pair of shorts. I said, okay, cool. I'm thinking she's going to go to Rainbows and get her a pair of shorts. So she's like, okay, Mommy, I'm leaving out to get the pair of shorts. I'm going to call you when I need the money for it. Okay, let me know when you get to Rainbows. She like, Rainbow? My shorts is $70.
Rainbow? What the hell? What you mean not rainbow? I tell you what. If your shorts are $70, that sound like a yo $70 problem. That's like a you problem. That's not a we problem. You know what I mean? I remember my daughter called me one time. Y'all know my daughter that had on here. She's like, we got a problem. I said, no, we don't have a problem. No, you got a problem. I don't have no problem. Come on, we got a problem. We ain't got no effing problem. Boy, I almost went to the roof when she said that. Let me tell you something. No, ma'am. $70. First of all, it's one thing for me to buy myself a $70 shorts or outfit. I have bought me some outfits that were pricey, at times, and I bought some cheap, reasonable prices. I mean, inexpensive outfits. I bought all different types of outfits. It depends on any given Sunday, okay? But then there are other times when I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save money. I'm on a budget. And if I see something, if I go somewhere, let's say that I go to the mall or something, and I see this expensive outfit and I really like it in Neiman Marcus or something. And then I go to like online and I see it like three times cheaper. Guess what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go probably with that three times cheaper now. I'm just saying again, this little girl got a job. If she wanted to buy a $70 per shorts, then she could possibly get that. It's not the point. It's not about the amount that it costs. It's the fact that her mama done paid for the trip. She done gave her some spending money, and now she got to turn around and pay for her some shorts, some $70 shorts. It's like, come on now, come on. Like, give your mama some slack. You can't be that. Y'all don't want to move or nothing. Y'all don't want to upgrade. That girl is 16 years old. She old enough to want to move to get out of that area that they in. She old enough to want to get out of that area that she's in, y'all. And you can't tell me otherwise. If you think that girl she old enough, and if she don't really think that she should want better for herself, then damn it, I don't know what to tell y'all. Anywho, let's continue.
I don't even wear.
See, that's what I don't like about Jasmine. She talk all that tough stuff, and I don't understand why she call her children bitches and stuff. Like, why even, like, I don't even feel like my daughter's a bitch. You know what I mean? That's weird to me to call your kids B's and H's and shit. Like, that's not okay. That is not okay, Jasmine. That's really abusive, whether you know that or not. Now, you let your children run amok over you. You obviously do. Like, that's no joke. You really do. But then for you to set up her and call them out their names and stuff, did your mama call you out your name? And if she didn't that hurt your feelings? That would have hurt my feelings if my mama talked to me the way that you talk to your children. That would make me want to run away. You know what I mean? I don't talk to my children like that. I've never talked to my children like that. Now I went off on them, but it's a different going off and calling them out their name, calling them B's and H's and stuff.
$70 shorts. Your shorts are $70? So I said no. And I stood firm on my no. And I felt like a piece of crap because Alyssa really is a great kid. But also, you can't.
You don't sound like a kid. I'm going to be honest with you. None of your children sound like good kids. Like, I'm not saying you're a bad mother. I'm not saying that. But based off the stuff that you say about your children, I just think you're not. I just think you are. I think you don't care. I think you just let them do whatever they want to do because you want to be their friend. That's what I think. And I also think that You too focused on Kaisha to really parent them in the way that you should. That's what I think. And I think you don't want to be the bad guy. So you put Kaisha as the bad guy. I mean, I don't understand. Like, is that their daddy? It's just a different situation. Y'all don't even live together. If y'all live together, that'd be one thing. But y'all don't even live together in the same household. So it's different for me. And it's like, to me, so you got two women running. Let me shut my butt up. Now, if y'all, I could probably get with it if she was with you from the day one, since they was little, since they was real little or something, or if you guys were married, living together or something. I could relate, but damn, girl, y'all not like that. Tomorrow y'all be broke up. It's like, unless y'all break up some fake. Now, if they fake, then you need to cut it out, because you giving us a bad impression. And then what I don't like about y'all family channels, y'all always got something to say. Y'all get y'all Stone Cold Steve Austin record label as a staff. F you bad boy, and Chino ASL F you too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get up here and y'all be like, they focus on our lives, and I don't like when they talk about me and eat a dick and all this other type of stuff. And it's like, girl, like, not no disrespect, but we kind of helping y'all channels. These channels be fucking boring. These channels, anybody watching this bullshit on here? Anybody looking at this stuff when you going around with Kaisha, flirting with bitches, flirting with people at the drive-thru? That stuff ain't exciting. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we helping these channels. Y'all ought to be appreciative. But come on, Pine. Pine, you know what I'm talking about, girl. All right. Get ready, Passioners. Go ahead and say it, okay? Get ready to say it, Pineapples, okay? Her girlfriend seems very young to be having authority over the teenager. How old is she, girl? Amy. That's why her kids do her the way they do. They act up and they steal. Right. It's because she don't want to be the bad guy, right? She don't want to be the bad guy. You see her remote control on the floor. I tried to throw it in your bed. I missed it. And then I thought about, well, I really don't want to hit your foot. I thought that maybe I might have hit his foot, so I just threw it on the floor because I didn't feel like going in there already. But you can go ahead and watch TV if you like. Go ahead and watch TV, and I'll call you when everything's done, okay? All right. Okay, y'all. Let's go ahead and continue. Y'all ready? Okay.
Can't do that. That's not the way you go about things. So I said, absolutely not. And I felt horrible. And I said, go get the shorts. But I'm pissed at myself because you cannot keep telling me stuff last minute and then thinking that you're going to get it and then mope around when I say no, because that's not how.
Because the bottom line is, well, you just have to be the bad guy. I don't care about being the bad guy. I don't care about being the bad guy. If I'm the bad guy, I'm the bad guy. Or bad woman, or whatever. Whatever. I'm not getting ready to go through all that. You know what I mean? I said no. And that's what it is. And I don't feel bad about it, especially when I know that I'm doing a lot, when I know that I'm doing everything in my power, when I know that I'm hooking up my children, when I know that I'm providing a roof over their head, when I know that they get the extra things that they would like to get as well. On top of, I'm providing their needs, wants, you know what I'm saying, and the extras. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loving. So I'm not gonna feel guilty. On her case, I don't know what she feels guilty about. I mean, obviously it seemed like it's stemming from her childhood, but it's also time that she's taken away from them to be with Kaisha as well. Because it's like, okay, so is somebody keeping little Cairo, or I can't remember, is that her son name? Whose son is Cairo? I can't remember. But the little boy, Kaisha's little boy. So who's keeping him while y'all going on y'all excursions? Is it your children, Jasmine, that's keeping the children? Because if that's the case, then I could understand there's a lot of guilt there in that fashion. And sometimes y'all may need to take more family trips than less trips of just you and her by yourself. When you have that many children and when they're not in sync with each other and you don't have an adult there to sit, I mean, I don't know, just I'm assuming, right? And you don't have an adult here to sit there with them to watch over them while y'all take these excursions. Like, that's highly unlikely that, I don't know what, this is 2024, anything can happen. And I know she's old enough to sit at home to babysit, but not that long. No, you definitely need adult supervision, Jasmine, to go on these excursions.
My life works.
You better talk about me.
I've been talking about you the whole time.
About me?
Because
They all sound alike, and that's what's scary, Jasmine. I mean, me and my daughter, I don't know if we sound alike, or me and my children, I don't know if we sound alike per se, but we do have like that St. Louis twang, and we got a little bit of Louisville, you know, accent tidbit of accents. Yeah, so, and especially when I say certain things, I remember I said something. I'm like, wow, my husband was like, you ain't from Cali. I'm like, I'm not. And he's like, why do you say that like that? I was like, I don't know. But again, it's like a question mark. It's like, it's just some things like I'm not getting ready to debate with you on. And I think it's just like a thin level, a thin line, or blurred lines, I should say. It could be a thin line, but I think blurred lines is more appropriate. What do you all think? Do y'all think it should be a blurred line or thin line, what I'm about to say? Well, I'm gonna say what I say, and then y'all tell me which is more appropriate. Is it thin line or blurred lines? I think it's blurred lines. But I think it's a blurred line when it comes to her being the parent, separating who's the parent and who is the child. Like, there are totally, and yeah, blurred lines are actually better. It's totally blurred lines that go in between you all, and it's separate because I don't know who. I'm like, okay, is she the parent or you? And I get that children can be mature for their age. My 8-year-old is very mature for his age on certain levels, right? On certain levels, not so much, right? Because he's an 8-year-old boy, and it's okay to know certain things, but just remember, we're the parents, and you're what? The 8-year-old until you turn 9. And then you're still going to be a child. Even when you get old and grown and got your family, you're still going to be what? My child. And our child. And you still have a certain laws of interaction with mother. Just like even with my daughter, I have to tell her certain things. We share little jokes. We share little funny jokes and things like that. And if she gets angry, she might, do the slip of the mouth. And I'm like, hey, hello? And she's like, I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, mom, but I'm upset. You know what I mean? Or like, look, you need to calm your little self down. Because, like, I'm not with her. I'll hang up on her. She'll call me back and apologize. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not, she'll hurt, not at me, but just because she's angry because somebody hurt her feelings or whatever. And we can understand it. Because when I get mad, I curse too. I cursed in front of my mother when I get mad. So kind of like that. So we have to kind of understand that, what, no, we don't have to understand. We know what's up. No, Jasmine, you got to understand why your children respond to you in the manner that they respond to you, because there are blurred lines because of this soft parenting you do. It's not working. Listen to me. It's not working. This soft parenting is not working. To me, the reason why people do a lot of soft parenting is because they don't want to take the responsibility of having to discipline their children. A lot of parents, I would say over half of parents that do this soft parenting bullshiggity, is because they don't want to look like the bad guy, like she just said. They don't want to take full responsibility in disciplining their children. And disciplining does not mean knocking them upside the head. Disciplining is like setting rules, setting boundaries, laying down the law. You are not permitted to do this. If in fact you do this, you're not going outside. You're not talking on phone. not just the phone that I provide for you, but anybody's phone. If I catch you on that person's phone or any phone in the world, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be grounded for another month. You're not going outside, you're not talking on the phone, you're not going with your friends. You're gonna be stuck in this house looking at me. It's what people don't, Jasmine, don't understand something about discipline. That's another thing about discipline. See, when your child gets in trouble, y'all, you in trouble too. Think about it. Because if you gotta sit there, if your child is in trouble, guess what? You gotta sit your blankety blank right down there with them to make sure they don't go off the deep end. So you're in trouble too. So that means Jasmine. See, that's what Jasmine don't want to be on punishment as well. So what she does is she does the same thing that Nakia does in a sense of of deflecting, and detachment, and going away and just going, okay, well, we're going on this trip because I need a trip. I need to go on this trip, and I'm going to leave them here with no supervision. It's not like they have a father. Now, if they had a father or something, then you could kind of understand. You go, okay, well, you can go with your father. Go to your father's house. You see what it is. That's what's up, right? That's something different than, or go to your grand, or you know what I mean. That's something different than leaving them there at that house. That's not you disciplining, because when that child is in trouble, you're in trouble too. Think about it, because you got to sit there with them. You got to make sure they do what they say they're gonna do. That child gonna be sitting right there on that couch looking at you, looking at them. You looking at him, looking at her, looking at you, looking at y'all. Okay, looking at whatever y'all looking at. Or even if you sent that child to that room, you still on punishment, because you find yourself, you gotta cut the TV down so they don't hear what you enjoying. You know what I mean? And so Jasmine doesn't want to accept the responsibility of being the bad guy. She's not want to accept the responsibility of being disciplined, the disciplinary, which is responsibility. Also, the responsibility of, and also being on punishment, because guess what? If she's on punishment as well with this little girl or these little girls, then she can't go outside with Kaisha. Hello?
But you really don't know how unacceptable that was.
I understand.
And see, this little girl thinks it's funny. He said, I don't think it's funny. This little girl, and I like this little girl. This girl is so weird. I like her. I like her. I like this little Faithy. I like her, but you know what? Faithy, I would get tired of her doing this bullshiggity right here. Because that whole attention thing. My son does this too, but he's 8. This little girl is 12, 13, 11, or something. Something like that. She's too old for that. She's still trying to get the attention from others or her mom. You know, so it's stuff like that you know that you gotta kind of watch. And so this will turn into a thing, which is why I calls my son out when he does this kind of stuff. I calls him out. Y'all hear me say, I'm like, what, you want some attention or something? You know what I mean? You got to bring it to their light, like, hey. And then when I get off, I address it. I'm like, look, you don't have to search for attention, because you got all the attention you need right here. And everybody's not gonna do blase. So that's the bottom line. So what we have to do, what she has to do is stop allowing these children to play with her, but she's not gonna listen. She's one of them type. So instead of her disciplining her own damn children, this is part of, and what she don't understand this is part of Kaisha's irritation as well. Y'all understand this, right? Kaisha's irritated by this stuff. If y'all look at Kaisha's video, Kaisha makes fun of it, but she don't like this. She don't like having to discipline Jasmine's children, because Kaisha can't even discipline her own dang on son. How she gonna discipline these girls? You know what I mean? She gonna have a handful with that little boy. Trust me when I tell you. So now she gotta have her hands with the little boy, and she gotta deal with these little out of the box teenagers. You know what I'm saying? These little fast girls. She gotta deal with that. Yeah, this is mustard. Okay. I don't think I'm doing anything obscene. Okay. But and then she gotta deal with these little girls. That's annoying. That's not their daddy or their mom or their mommy number 2. That's not their mommy number two. Y'all not even. That's not even step mommy, cause y'all not married. Y'all not even cohabitating, y'all. All right, where y'all at with these comments? Okay, let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see it. Okay, give me a second here. All right, there we go. Sorry. Okay, where we at? How you doing? That's me. Buenos dias, Marina. Books in me, Freak Palace. Right. Okay, how you doing, Yvonne? Welcome to Big Flicky Palace. How you doing, Latoya? I think I spoke to you earlier. I'm not sure. You just got off of work, about to crochet extreme large blanket. Okay, okay. I need me a crochet reggae cap. One day I'm gonna get one. Um, it's something about just Jasmine that drives me crazy. Besides her having everlasting drama, girl, I think she talks too much and got enough tongue for 50 sets of teeth. That's not nice. I'm laughing though. Kaisha more strict. Right. That's how I was raised. I was raised as a spoiled child, but my parents didn't play though. Right. I was spoiled too, but my parents was kind of on me too, right? If I got into trouble or I couldn't go outside or talk on the house phone, girl, I had a phone in my room. Just imagine. They'll be like, well, you can only make 3 calls a day. My daddy was like, no, take that phone out that room. My mom was like, no, let her make her calls. But she only make 3 calls a day. I be still, if she come downstairs, I'd be like, I'm still on the first call. My mom ain't had time. She was like, whatever. My mother was a Cancer. My mother who raised me was a Cancer. My daddy is a Taurus. So y'all can imagine, right?
No, I don't think you understand. Stop. I'm
There's
not
little
playing.
stuff like that. That's
Because Michaela does the same exact thing, and I don't like that. Because what about if I didn't have the money? What about if I'm sacrificing something for that?
they don't care about you trying to sacrifice anything. You never taught them that. You never taught them the art of saving, the art of you gotta wait till I do such and such. You always just gave to overcompensate for something that they weren't getting. Probably attention.
You don't go about things that way. You have to tell people in advance. Babe,
Yeah.
Where you going?
you think Alyssa should get these shorts?
But that's not.
Babe. Babe. No.
And to be honest with you, that was my mother. I'd be like, why are we asking her? That ain't my daddy. I'm just being real with y'all. I'd be like, that's not my daddy. Don't be asking my daddy to don't be asking her nothing about what I get, mama. If you do something for me, you do something for me. I probably got backhanded on that one. I wouldn't have went for that as a child either. I would have said something to my mom. I would have tried my best to say it respectfully. I would have waited till she got off the phone.
No, you know my answer to that question already, so don't ask me.
It's a no. Right, because you know what you did was unacceptable, Alyssa. You kept saying short.
I know, but I thought I clarified it.
At the end of the day, $70 shorts when you got a $200 trip and then you have that money for the trip and then you.
See, and then to a point where she couldn't look girl off. I mean, you're not her mother. That's a lot. And you gotta show and prove. You gotta be laying it down, paying some bills, and y'all gotta be cohabitating and not arguing and in the united front for all that. Y'all don't even get along like that for you to be asking her advice about when it comes to raising your children. How's she gonna tell you advice when her little son is cursing and all kind of stuff?
You have to have trip, like all of that is stuff that you got to consider. And not only that, the shorts not gonna last you the whole trip. So what you gonna do for the rest of your outfits?
I have my outfits already.
Right, but you know better. Listen, $70 for some shorts is crazy. And if that's how you gonna be dressed for the summer, you ain't gonna have no money from your checks.
But it's different when it's coming out of her checks. When it's coming out of my pocket last minute, that's a whole nother story.
Uh-huh.
The only fussing was Kaisha, because she called Kaisha. She wouldn't have said nothing. She just needed audience. She needed audience. And she need Kaisha to be the bad person. You know, Kaisha gonna get tired of that after a while. And I would. You wouldn't keep calling me, asking me when you want to tell the children no. You don't need to call me all the time. Just tell them no.
Alyssa, you really gotta know that don't ever do this again, seriously. Because you giving Michaela vibes right now.
Damn. Damn. Why she? I mean, why as a child? Why do I want you as a child to be compared to my sibling in a negative way like that? And how do Michaela feel? Like that's really mean.
Yeah, because you know what Michaela did to me yesterday? She said she had an eyelash appointment. I thought the eyelashes was $25. Come to find out, it was $70. She goes to the ATM machine, says she can't pull the money off. I had to send her extra $10. She claims she's caught in the rain and no buses, no trains is running, so she's stranded, so she needs to get in a Uber.
Hold on. Why y'all was letting these children go places like that by themselves? That's weird, man. There's too much stuff going on. They should not be going to these places by themselves, girl.
And then she needed Auntie Annie, so I had to send her $10.
She asked you for $10 for food?
Why is she getting all this money? What is she doing with her money? I know she's a teenager, but she's spending money like you spend money. That's why she act like that. Because you set an example for them to just keep splurging on everything, buy stuff that they don't need.
Food?
Huh?
Honestly, y'all gonna be some hard. Y'all gonna have it rough because in life, what's gonna happen? You gotta work for what you want, unless you ain't gonna get nothing. And when somebody tell you no, then what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Call home and mama gonna stick her hand in her bra and pull out some money and give it to them. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. I peep how you move. I peep you. Let them have children. They're gonna be really off the chain. Messing around with you. And they're gonna be angry with you.
I don't want to raise kids that don't think like no is the answer or privileged kids, because that's how you start robbing.
They're already privileged. What you mean? They already think that you know um good. That's why I got on friends because they friends know that their mama gonna pay for them. Gonna pay for everybody to go. That's why them friends stick around. You better believe it.
And stealing and killing for stuff. Because once you can't get it, what you gonna resort to?
I don't know.
I mean, okay. I mean, maybe that's the deep end, but I mean, it's possible, right? I I get what she's trying to say, but that's a little bit off the deep end. But whatever. Now I got the hit.
Faith, you're not in trouble.
Really?
What are you talking about? You don't know.
I don't know. I'm bored. So, you see?
Are you going? She just basically like, are you gonna give me the money or what? I mean, she ain't trying to hear all that. She not listening to none of the stuff you saying. She just on some. Are you gonna give me the money or not? Why you gotta call Kaisha and ask her if I can get the money? I mean, what the heck is this? This ain't no 2-parent mommy household. Kaisha didn't raise me.
Babe, please come get Faith. I'm asking her why she even in this conversation. She told me she's bored.
Thank you.
The girl crazy.
See, Faithy, I'll be like, if you don't go set your little tail down somewhere and stop all this nonsense, sticking a little head. I mean, I'm laughing because it ain't my kid, you know. But I'm just saying, sticking her little head in the business of me talking to her sibling. If you don't want none of this, then you will back up. So your children on you. I mean, it's a certain level of fear. I mean, I don't want to say fear, but I guess we could say a level of respect. I guess if y'all want to say level of respect, but it's a certain, you know, it's a certain thing your children fulfill about you. Now, I'm not saying children won't try you. They're gonna try you, but it's up to you to back them down. You know what I'm saying? You got to back your children down. And that's it.
So what am I doing? Faith, put the laundry in.
One thing they don't know is that the boat game gonna change when the rent go up, because it's gonna be just rent. It's gonna be like gas, electricity, all that. So all that expensive shit. Good luck. I know I have it.
They gonna see after I put the laundry in.
No, they ain't not gonna see because you're gonna give it to them. You probably take some of that electric money and give it to them. That's probably what you do. I see you can do that. See, this is another reason. Have you ever thought about this, Jasmine? Have you ever thought about that this is part of the reason why Kaisha kind of very reluctant about moving in with you? And don't think she's not. Trust me when I tell you she's reluctant in moving with you because she doesn't want your children to ruin her life. Because she kind of, somebody done told her that she need to, that, you cool, she like you, and she knows that you care about her, but somebody has whispered in her ear like, girl, that's a lot of responsibility, and you sure you don't want this girl, move in with this girl and her children, because they could possibly ruin your life. Watch.
Yeah, can I go back upstairs? This is crazy. I just had to go spend $89 at the store. I had to get some detergent, bleach. Then I get in there, I'm like, God damn, we need 2 brushes. I don't think they appreciate like how the linen closet stay full and all the.
Well, you don't show them how to appreciate it. You make them start buying it themselves. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you need to make them all get a little job. I mean, the oldest one obviously gonna work outside the job. Okay, so you make the other 2 get jobs, get a type of job, or they can sit at home, and you make them take that money and start paying these bills. I bet you they'll back up off that mess.
How the fridge stay full. I think because it's such the norm, they don't know that.
You know, the crazy part is this. I think that the part when you get an attitude when you tell no is what kills me, because the thing about it is you never tell them no. So when they get an attitude.
That's true, Kaisha. But dang, I think more or less, to my humble opinion, I believe that Kaisha should be having more of this conversation with you, Jasmine, and not necessarily with the children. Because as a child, I would feel a certain way that my mama have to call. It's not even the LBG thing. It's not even that. It's just the point of, if you're, you know what I mean? It'd be the same way if my mother had to call her man friend and ask him what his opinion about me getting some $70 shorts. I would feel the exact same way. I would be like, dang. Excuse me, as our good sis Passion said, come on down, son. I'm sorry, your food ready. As our good sis Passion stated, like, that made no sense for her to have to call her and ask her anything in regards to these children in front of them like that. And again, I understand that may be the dynamics of their relationship, but I mean, just think about it as a child. If your mother's doing that, and it's like your mother's not woman enough or not strong enough to basically tell you no, where she has to call an outside party to say, hey, do you think you can get that? Now, it's one thing if you ask the father that's in the home, right? And you say, hey, hun, do you think we should get this boy, blah, 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 a girl, blah, 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 whatever. And then if daddy's like, no, then it's no, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But you don't always, sometimes I have to make the decisions. I can't always call, and that's my husband, and that's my son's father. And I can't just always call my husband and be like, do you think we can let the boy get this, that? I can't. Sometimes I have to make executive decisions. Sometimes he's not in a position to answer his phone, or he might be asleep, or he might be in the same room. But sometimes I have to make the executive decision. And sometimes when he's here and I'm, at the Euphoria Palace, and he may have to make an executive decision on whether or not he's going to either cook, or he's gonna go to the store and buy this boy something to eat that he didn't gotta cook. You understand what I'm saying? He has the right to make that executive decision because he is the father. And this is not even a cohabitating situation, y'all. And not only is it not a cohabitate, but they're not married. And it's just weird. So who's flipping the bill? And Jasmine, you the one flipping the bill. So Kaisha, is that your money too? See, that's what I told you. That they have a lot of they have mixed roles. I think that Kaisha's feminine, and I think Jasmine is a whole hard third leg.
Sort about no. It's just like, well, what makes you think that stuff have to say? I have to say yes every time.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm so upset at myself because that's how I'm raising them to.
I don't want to hear that. Stop making excuses. Making excuses are only good for those that make them. You know what I mean? It's like pity party, woe is me. Oh, they're just, it's just like she constantly look for validation. All the time she look for validation in these children. She really needs to get counseling. And she may think that counseling is over, but it should not be. She constantly looks for validation from the children. She looks for validation from Kaisha. She doesn't never look within herself to get validation of something she may need. It's nothing wrong with you feeling vulnerable at times. It's okay to feel vulnerable at times. It's okay to feel strong, and it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel happy. It's okay to have different emotions. And there's not sometimes you can experience them all at once. Sometimes you experience emotions singular, right? Or in the plural sense, right? But at the same time, it's like, why do you have to always go through this battle? It's like, this is a Taurus thing too. She's battling in her own head, and Kaisha is in her head as well, and that's not always a good thing for you, because what are you gonna do when if Kaisha just up and say, I'm out of here? You get what I'm saying? Because this is a lot of responsibility that you got going on, that you don't have control over your children. And I'm not saying she should have control, but she doesn't have order in her household. You don't have order in your household. Your children don't respect you. They are not disciplined at all. And she keeps talking about they're good kids. I mean, how? I mean, you say they're good kids, but then you always complaining that they not. I mean, I don't understand you. Anyway, they have no discipline. She always has to go to this little girl's school. She's always showing out at school. She always have to talk to her about these little boys. She's fast. And you always have to, you can't trust them. You can't trust none of your children. Faithy always need attention. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And you got these three personalities, and really four, because she got the little boy. So you got these four, and then poor little boy, he gets less attention. The girls get more attention than he do. Not saying she don't give him attention, but I'm just saying, if you got all these girls and this one little boy in the household, he needs some male energy around him so he can explore his masculine energy. All this feminine energy, this person got her messies, this person got her messies, and you can imagine they probably get them all at the same time. And poor little boy just sit there going, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you get older. You know, that's a lot. And so I'm not saying they're not paying attention to him, but I'm just saying he doesn't have a time to really be and enjoy being a little boy and being a kid as often as he should. Only time when Kaisha's little boy come around, but how long is that gonna last, y'all? You know. And so she just sitting around, and Kaisha's getting tired of this. I don't think Jasmine understands this. Jasmine, she's getting tired of feeling like she has to damsel rescue you. She feels like you should have it. Certain things she feels like you should have it going on more, especially on the terms of. And again, we can. And I think Pineapples was talking about this as well. We can discipline our children as best as we can. It's a was it Lovelace? I don't remember. It was one of my good sis. But anyway, we can discipline our children the best way that we know how. But at the end of the day, children are still going to do what they want to do. But it's on the deciding factor on which side of the coin they're going to choose. You know what I'm saying? And it could be really the good side of the coin or the not so good side of the coin, right? um, or they could choose both, right? Uh, or they could be outside the box. But either way, they have to find it in their energy and their soul to it can be tiresome. Just think about it. It's like the other Jasmine. If you have to constantly feel like you're managing someone, it's okay to lean on somebody, but also in a mate. They also a mate or someone that's interested in you or love you, you're the love of your life. They also want to see that you have strength. You know, my husband has seen me in my vulnerable times. He's seen me in my non-vulnerable times. He's seen me have strength of lions, tigers, birds, and a bull, wire fence. He sent me, I've seen him vulnerable. I've seen him strong and you know what I mean, and all these different things. And it's okay to have all these different things, but every time it seems like when you're around Kaisha, it seems like either it's cursing, fighting, it's always chaos around you. And then it's always you can't seem like you can't think for yourself almost. And you just come off like that. And sometimes that can be a Taurus energy. Sometimes we can come off as we'll know what we want to do, but essentially we might just say something out loud because we're venting. But I just think that it was a time and place for that. And I think that sometimes after a while it becomes needy and it comes draining because it's draining even me talking about it and listening to this. It's very draining. So if it's draining to me and I'm not, nowhere near you or know you for that matter, I could imagine for someone to hear this day in and day out, it's always your children. It's always every little step she takes. Every time y'all get to a certain plateau in y'all relationship, every time y'all think it's going to work or it's decent, you go. I'm picking up energy. That's what I'm going on. I know y'all like, what are you talking about, Doctor Mirror? I'm just, feeling some things, right? Um, but every time y'all get to a certain point in y'all relationship where y'all get a vast understanding, it's always something with these children, or it's always something that you're draining her of, where she can't where it's frustrating for her. And then she gives you her thoughts, her advice, and she expresses along with you, like, hey, you need to set boundaries, hey, you need to do that. And then you will complaining, like, yeah, you right, yeah, you right. And then you go back and do the same doggone thing again, like a moment later, not even 5 seconds later, like 3 seconds later. And then she's like, oh my God. And then after a while can become draining, especially if you're in a relationship with someone like this. This can definitely get on someone's nerves. It gets on my nerves when you do it. How you doing, Shelby? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. I exerted a lot of energy. How you doing, beautiful Ray? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. I'm sorry, y'all. I exerted a lot of energy to express that point. Let me read what y'all saying. Yep, I had a phone in my room too. Me too. And I had cable TV, and I had a VCR. Boy, I had a little downstairs. I had the whole downstairs. The whole downstairs was mine. I had laundry room, everything. How you doing, Ross? To make Flicky Palace. That's why Jazz wants to stay in the hood so she can keep her kids in style. Exactly, because she knows that once she moves into, but she can move to North Carolina. She can move somewhere else that's near there and still have her children looking really nice, even in a better neighborhood. She can still do that. She just has to put more content out. She got to do more reviews of wigs or something. That's probably why Kaisha distanced herself. Yeah, at the point where she was staying with Jazz and spending money on the trips and everything. Right, Michaela wouldn't get anything from me the way she been acting exactly, girl. But see, this new one, Kaisha goes up to her job, and this girl is nowhere to be found. So her mama had to call and ask where she was at, and it was kind of like a dance around type of deal. Y'all know what I mean? um Jazz used to show Heckle favoritism towards Carter. Okay, that's what his name was. Okay, so Cairo is Kaisha's son. Okay, got it. Cause I was like, is that his name? I got confused. Okay, his name is Jazzy son's name is Carter. When Leslie was around, them girls haven't forgotten how Jasmine will put her peeps before them, right? That's why don't have any respect, obviously. When she goes broke, she's gonna borrow money from Kaisha. Mm-hmm. I thought Jazzy was spending was making 3K. That's what I said. Beautiful. That's what I said in my chat. And somebody was like, well, she didn't say she was rich. To the person that said that, I don't mean no disrespect. But I didn't I was just kind of exaggerating. But she did say she made 3K though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to tell you. I was just saying I was kind of exaggerating that. But I'm just saying if you're making 3K a month, then you should have been able to repair your credit card, repair your credit. You should have been able to move. You should have been able to get a car. You should have, again, I still stand on this. Who fails their driver's test at 30 some years old? I mean, how you don't know how to park a I mean, well, I'm not saying you should know how to parallel park. I mean, but I mean, dang, you can't get on the road, go left, go right. You know what I'm saying? She normally drives, but somebody that has driven before, you should be able to pass your. Okay, let's continue. Kaisha used to used to stay with them. I wonder what happened, girl. Probably because it's draining. It's draining, girl. It's draining. It's draining. You can hear it in Kaisha's voice. She is drained. Jasmine drains people. Jasmine would drain a preacher man. You hear me? Jasmine would drain a priest that have to listen to you, to have to listen to people do confessions, and he's used to listening to people confess, but he would be like, "No, yes, my child. What do you want now?" You know what I mean? He'd be like, "I'm not." He'll beg not to go in that little booth. Um, and I'm not making fun of anybody's religion. I'm not making fun of the Catholics. I'm just making a point of how draining she is. Kaisha was the breadwinner in the beginning of the relationship. The well must have run dry. Girl, she got to make that on her own money. Mm-mm. That's why Michaela do what she wants to do, because she knows Jasmine still will get what she wants, get her what she wants. Exactly. Jazz wants advice, but don't want to take it. Exactly, girl. I think a lot of people do that. That is so annoying. How you doing? I think I spoke to you, Shelby. I'm gonna speak again. Okay. All right. Is she planning on moving, or is she staying in the house? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. How you doing, Ro? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Is Jasmine still moving? Girl, I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what we're trying to figure out, Shelby and Ro. All right, hit the like button. Jasmine is draining, certainly. Oh, sorry, y'all talking about the other Jazzy. We're gonna talk about the other Jasmine. If you give me just a few more minutes, we're wrapping this video up. And Shelby, the answer to your question to both Jasmines, because both Jasmines are talking about their moving. The answer to that question is we don't know, Shelby. We don't know. Because most of this stuff be for clickbait, you know? Anyway, so y'all stay tuned. We still gonna do Jasmine. We still gonna do the other Jasmines. Jasmine versus Jasmine today. I didn't feel like putting the title of Jasmine versus Jasmine, because I always say Jasmine versus Jasmine, but I didn't feel like doing it today. But just know that this is the rendition of Jasmine versus Jasmine. Oh shoot! I thought I called myself person play. I'm
B, and that's not good at all.
And then I don't give a fuck. The attitude go away. Because if I don't got it, I just don't got it. Especially last minute.
and they'll just kind of make you go, well, you ain't my mama, so what difference does it make if you got it or not? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just a horrible mom, girl.
Hi, baby.
Guess what?
What?
When I was at the trampoline park, I did 2 backflips.
Are you serious?
No, I actually did.
Give me your hand, baby.
I did 3.
You did 3, baby?
Yes.
So how was your day? Was it amazing? Well, at least they comb his hair. Okay, no problem. You're not playing that game until you finish eating that food, because I know you want to get on that game. But I understand you full. Well, you can go back upstairs if you like. Okay, well, you'll play the game in a little while when that food get eaten, because you didn't eat the rest of that oatmeal. You just gonna let it sit there because you trying to rush and get on the game. I already know what you're doing. You sure? Okay.
I can do one at home.
You can? Did you have a great? Okay, so Jasmine, at least Jasmine keep her children looking nice. though. I'll say that about her. I'll say at least Kaisha cuts this little boy hair. You could tell it's cut. Now whether or not whether or not that she's gonna trim it or not, it still look nice for it not to have been trimmed in some probably his hair probably grows fast as well, but nevertheless it still look decent. At least you can tell Jasmine brushes the little boy's hair, for crying out loud, or makes some brushes on hair. Day?
Yeah, I have to bring my count out for
You do? Did Daddy pack the stuff I told him to pack you?
Yeah.
What he packed you for lunch?
Three
What did Daddy pack you for? Okay, so it sounds like that Carter was picked up from his father, and she didn't have to get at him about having a child or whatever. But the thing is, I'm not being funny, Jasmine, and don't take this the wrong way. But you got to give this man time. I'm glad you got to be you kind of do have you should be patient with him on the terms of him having another child though. Well, on the terms of picking the little boy up, because when you first, just think about if you and Kaisha or you get with somebody else and you decide that you want another kid, and he has to do something with Carter, whatever, you definitely would want him to kind of be patient with you on. I know, like you said, I know you said that he's not really financially taking care of him the way he's supposed to, and he had another baby. I get that's a separate issue, but I understand what you mean by that. For lunch. I would definitely be not. I would not be pleased with that, and you right. You have every right to feel how you feel about that. But I think sometimes we have to look at things as separate issues at times. At times, I didn't say all the time. I said at times. And I know she didn't bring that up today, but I'm bringing it up. I'm talking about it. That's what I'm talking about. Um, but let's continue. Go get me a broom. Where's that broom? Let me see.
I put in the hallway.
Oh, no, this is what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Give me a second. Y'all had to go get this broom.
And they on.
Okay. Look at him. He had a trip today. And on his trip, well, he went to school from his dad's house. So, Carter, did Daddy pack you a good lunch?
Yeah.
What did he pack you? That's good that he got a chance to spend some time with his father. I know his father hadn't been coming to get him because his father had just had that baby, and I guess his girlfriend just had a baby or whatever she is, just had that baby, and so that's good. That's good. Because Carter definitely needed to be around some masculine energy. I was just saying this. Now I didn't watch this video all the way. I kind of stopped it when she started asking permission. I said, I gotta share this with the crystals. I said, I gotta share this video with the crystals. I couldn't wait. Because I knew y'all was gonna hammer up.
Hello, everyone. You saw me? Hey guys, I'm this and my mom vlog. Like and subscribe and follow us. And like and subscribe to me and my mom's videos. Bye guys. And don't forget to comment. Jazzy and family.
Okay, great. All right, y'all. We're gonna go to Jasmine, the other Jasmine. If y'all ready for that, we can certainly do that. Give me a second here. We're gonna go ahead and go to that right now. Y'all don't even have to wait, okay? Let's do it now, okay? All right, here we go. Okay. All right, y'all. Of course, she's at her favorite girl. I don't want. Listen, I'm not somebody that want to laugh at somebody's dreams. I told y'all that I'm a key believer of dreams, of you wanting to do something. I feel like you should go do it. I don't think you should allow the naysayers. You should allow me, even if I chuckle and laugh, Jasmine. Don't allow me to make fun of your dreams. Don't laugh. Don't trip off anybody over here at the Crystal Palace that we laughing about you going back and playing basketball. Cause like this, pursue your dreams. Don't listen to us in regards to your dreams. If that's part of your dreams, then allow it to be that. But we just be like on you about their child, but them children in these relationships. But Other than that, if you want to play semi-pro ball, then Jasmine, by all means, I think you should go for it. If you can find somebody that's gonna keep all them children, if you're gonna be decent to somebody and make sure you pay them money to provide for your children while you're overseas, that somebody's gonna really kick in and take care of them and love on them the way that you should love on them, then I say by all means go for it, okay? I know some of y'all gonna trip, but y'all gotta remember, y'all gotta still remember, y'all gotta remember who I am again. Y'all gotta remember that I'm a holistic healer. Y'all gotta remember that I'm a doctor metaphysics, metaphysical, you know what I mean? That I believe in manifestations and manifesting and dreams coming true, and I'm a dream interpreter. Y'all remember my background now. Y'all gotta remember all the stuff I do. So that's why I said about her dreams. This is not about her character. This is not about her character. This is not about her as a person, as a record label, and as a staff. And if you down bad boy, forget you too. If you down, you know what I'm saying? She don't excel, forget you too. But that's not what none of this is about. This is all about we're talking about dreams. This could be an enemy of mine. As long as their dreams does not involve hurting me or anybody else, it's cool. So I don't have I'm just weird. But let's go. So don't be getting in here to my saying, yes, we don't need to have nothing else to give you karma. Yes, there is such thing as karma. Karma is basically what it means is before y'all start talking about that. Karma is basically when you don't learn your lessons, you're gonna keep repeating it. It's just literally that simple. And when you don't learn your lessons and you don't understand why this happened or why this took place, and you keep repeating that cycle, then that's what a karma is, okay? A little bit. Of course, he hollering, he doing his usual thing. She can't practice, do anything. I don't know how she's gonna really go for this semi ball going right now, unless she finds somebody that is willing enough to take this little boy more so, or if Chris is willing and able to do this. But Chris, to me, in my humble opinion, he's too selfish to do any of this. He's not going to take her to little boy like that because number one, he's ashamed of the little boy. Number two, he's selfish and he will feel a certain way. Let's say she made a sport, semi basketball, female basketball or whatever, semi pros basketball for females. Let's say if this happened, y'all, he's going to be so jealous of her. He's not going to take that in. He's not going to keep this little boy so she can live out her dream or her career or something that she really wants to do. He's not going to care about that. I mean, he's selfish. I mean, he didn't care about, the little stuff that she was doing here on the YouTube stream. When she wanted to shoot that commercial, when she was trying to get that extra money for that commercial, he sat up there purposely and messed up that commercial, just looking like a village idiot. Instead of and then Jasmine, not only did he look stupid on the video, but Jasmine didn't even submit the dang on video to the people for them to approve it. Jasmine just put the video out on YouTube without their permission. I'm like, girl, you know how to do things like that. You don't just do that and put it out there. Good job. You don't like that, but of course Jasmine did what she did because that's who Jasmine is. She got the bumbling idiot right there with her, looking like Bumblebee going. Zzz. I don't know. She done tore her last leg with her mama, so I don't know. Maybe she slides Cheryl a few bucks. Maybe she'll keep legendary. Maybe her and Captain Jack, or AKA DJ Jack, DJ Clue, DJ on the ones and twos and threes and fours will be glad to keep him if she slide him a little change. I don't know if Mama Do still got a job or whatever. But I'm word on the curb. I know she had some surgery or whatever, and I think she's in rehab for her leg or knee or something, or ankle. I don't know. But word on the curb is that she lost her job messing around with Jasmine. But that's word on the curb. I can't prove that. That's allegedly. As you look at the very beginning of my video, and y'all will see that I talk about the copyright 107 and the commentary that I use in regards to that, just to let y'all know that it ain't, we don't roll like that, right? Can you imagine like being a dude and this girl is like, hey, and you let's say you're an attractive guy, or let's not even say you're a dude. Let's take that there. Can you imagine having a brother or uncle or cousin or even your father or somebody in your family that you're pretty close to, and they bring home Jasmine and she got on this little outfit. She's like, I just left the jail. Y'all have to excuse my smell. Okay, so Jasmine, I think what we're gonna do, seeing that you didn't edit this out and do any of that, is so strange to us over here that you leave a lot of this stuff up here like that instead of editing this out. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. There we go.
I'm tired. Why are you being such a nice and whiny baby? He's been a whiny baby today, y'all.
He's always whiny. That's number one. Number two, girl, your skin look horrible. So y'all know she's been rocking. I'm coming up there right now, son. You know she's go up there, brush your teeth, wash your face, the usual. She's already, he's already whiny, and you already know that what she had been using this whole time was filters, right? Y'all know for a fact that those were all filters. Y'all know that there was makeup she was putting on her face because this is how her face looks for real. And she keeps saying, "Oh, I have to put cream on there. The doctor gave me some cream. Oh, the doctor gave me some wipes for my skin, and I gotta put the wipes on my skin wipe before I leave the gym. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that." She sounds like a squawk. Squawk. Every time Jasmine heard, that's the voice I heard in my head. When Jasmine talk, when she speak, that's the voice I heard. I said, squawk, squawk. That's what I heard. I was a squawk. Squawk.
You can get my towel.
Here.
Can I not?
Just say because, son, because.
Can I not knock it?
Okay, thank you. Here you go, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So it's just funny that every time we turn around, every time I hear Jasmine talk, I hear squawk, squawk, squawky, squawk. I don't know if y'all ever seen Rick and Morty, but she sound like Squonker. What that one guy named? I forgot what his name was. He was he's squonking. Let me shut my little mouth over. I'm talking crazy. But y'all get what I'm saying, though, right? Let's continue. Let's continue. All right, y'all. Hold on. I still in. Okay, y'all. Let me get settled here. All right, y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Nah, I feel like. Are y'all ready for me to get the? We can ready to start the concert. No, I'm just playing. Okay, here we go. Excuse me.
What?
All them ends is dead. You hear me? Them ends, them edges, gone.
I need to figure out what y'all want to eat tonight. Y'all gonna eat that rest of that food in there for lunch. There's hot dogs and stuff. But I can make y'all some tacos tonight. Basically, I want tacos.
I mean, that's all snack food. It's okay. Listen, I make some mean tacos, right? My tacos have vegetables in them. I'm like, we can ready to put some vegetables in here. I'm gonna use this vegan meat, this vegan stuff, crumble meat or crumble stuff. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put some vegetables. I'm gonna put the spinach, the tomatoes. I'm gonna put some other vegetables in there. Or it's gonna be put on the side. You understand what I'm saying? And then I might throw a tater tots in there. A tater tots, some, you know what I mean? Some onions. I mean, I'm gonna hook it up. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw some rice. Instead of, or I might use rice, or if I use rice, I'm not gonna use the tater tots, right? But you know what I mean? So I'm putting all that in there. They getting back, and then it's like a vegan taco. They're getting the good veggies in there. Then they get a cup of fruit. Now that's what I might do for dinner, y'all. Or I might do that for that might be a dinner or that might be for lunch. But dang gone it, you gonna make hold on, Jasmine. So you're gonna get them some hot dogs for lunch. Then you're gonna turn around and give them tacos. You can't do that in the same day. Give them something, give them some form of traditional nutrition within that day. You gonna give them a taco and you know what I mean? And a flipping hot dog that day? Come on, Jasmine.
What you want?
She's in a bad mood. She is in a bad mood. She got that booger hanging off the side of her face, y'all. Oh my God. Jasmine, take that thing off your nose, girl. Oh my God. Look like you got a big old booger up your nose, girl. It look like you got a big old booger. And again, I don't mind a good old African nose. There's nothing wrong with a good old African nose. And it's anybody's nose. If I have the camera shoved up my nose is gonna. If I have a camera shoved up my nose or anybody else's nose, you can have a skinny nose, thick nose, thin nose, skinny nose, fat nose, big nose, small nose, long nose, medium nose, small, tiny nose, whatever. If you shove the camera up your nose, up your nostrils, it's still gonna be unattractive. That's anybody. So why do that?
I feel like Starbucks. Hey. That's my blue John.
And that rag that Linus is walking around with, and if y'all know anything, I know y'all like, who is Linus? Some of y'all anyway. Linus is a character off of Charlie Brown. It was actually one of Charlie Brown's best friends, and he used to carry a blanket around with him and put his his thumb in his mouth like a little baby. And he would always, and he leave his blanket or whatever, he would have a fit. He'd be like, "Where's my blanket? Get right here, I grab it." Daddy said he don't want you reaching on his shelf. I grab it. Here you go, son. Here, take one of these. I don't know which one. Yeah. So he's like, he's like on some stuff like, he's on some stuff like, where he walks around with a little blanket as a security thing, and it's just weird. And to see Jasmine forcing this little boy to carry around his blanket, it wasn't like he was attached to Chris. Let's be honest. Chris was not there like that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make light of it. I mean, maybe he was. Maybe we all got it wrong. Maybe Chris was attentive to this little boy. Maybe he was actually there like that, right? Maybe they had this strong connection. Maybe he rode for this little boy and he was always there. Maybe that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I don't feel that he was there. I don't feel like he was there like that. You know what I mean? So I thought that was actually strange that she got him to carry his blanket so it wouldn't be for security. So because he's still on her, or if she gave him the blanket to have him to pay more attention to the blanket and less attention to her, like in like in the, I forgot what energy transference is what it's called. Like when Stan, y'all remember on Dorothy Spornick on Golden Girls, when Stan basically was acting like he was desperate for Dorothy, and Dorothy went to counseling with him, and the therapist got Stan a wooden monkey, and Stan basically fell in love with the counselor at one point, then he fell in love with the monkey. You know what I mean? So so that's kind of a thing. But either way, that's still not really healthy. You know what I'm saying? That she's forcing this blanket on him because she's still burning out energy. He's still clingy. You know what I mean? If that's what she's trying not to, if she's trying to prevent that and to have him to do an energy transference, meaning transfer the energy. or for him to transfer the energy from her to the blanket. Either way, it's not a healthy situation to me, my humble opinion. It's never healthy when you do an energy transference unless you're doing an energy transference to transfer something out. For example, if it's something's negative or someone has, I'm not gonna get workshop related with you all. But let's say energy has to go somewhere, right? So if energy, let's say somebody has some really negative energy, um there's a place you have to put that energy into something. So maybe that's a doll. Maybe that energy transference may be in a ring or whatever, and you got to throw it away. You got to get it away from you, right? So what is the motive of doing this? Because and then this word on curb is that they said that they saw you with that copying this same another content creator, a real content creator that has that child that has their blanket walking around, and you're just doing this for views, and the actual little boy is attached to this now, and it looks really silly, Jasmine, that you're forcing. You always force certain things on these children that aren't necessary, and you like dumb them down, and it's just really sick. And that's why I know you need like psychological help, in my humble opinion, that you would dumb these children down on purpose just so they don't leave you, just so they will be dependent on you. Right, Jasmine? You gotta ask a person like, why would you want your children more dependent on you? Why don't you want your children to grow up so you can get a check? So you can get another check for them, so you can have a fatter SSI check? Or is it that you are fearful that they once they leave, they will never come back? Is that what it is, Jasmine?
Yeah, I'll waterfall. I don't. Yeah, that. I thought you got caps. Stuff like that caps in your mouth.
Mommy, please.
Yeah, back.
Instead of where's his little water at? You know what I'm saying? Where's his little water bottle? Jasmine, again, just because you cut the little boy hair one time, and then when you cut it, it still wasn't good. It still was not cut. It still was not a good cut. Like, girl, I seen 5-year-olds cut little children's hair better than whoever cut this little boy hair. But I mean, it's not that Aiden hair is fire either, right? uh-uh. So it's just weird how, excuse me, y'all. It's just weird how, like, this boy is sitting up here, and again, I love a good natural hairstyle. I love it on women. I love it on men. I love natural hair. I think natural hair is beautiful, right? Because it's your own hair from your head. Whatever texture it is, doesn't matter. It's just your hair, right? It's always beautiful, you know. But the point is, or if you don't have no hair from your head, if you bald headed, embrace it. It's still beautiful, right? Um, but Jasmine, come on now. You gotta put more of an effort into these children. You know what I mean? I don't understand for these mommies to not put no effort in these children and they get mad when someone point it out. Well, that is crazy. I mean, that's absolutely absurd. But let's continue. Let's see what y'all talking about here in the parlor room, okay? All right, let's go. I gotta go all the way up. I gotta all the way up. Tell me, how realistic is this for a mother of 5 children by 2 men to think that she can now become a basketball player in her mid-30s? Girl, anything's possible. I don't know why she would want to at this stage. She should have did this a long time ago. You think about those things before you have them. Should have had before you had all those children. Well, she couldn't because she was trying to compete with Philip's other baby mama. She allowed that to go in her life. Um, Jazz really does look like Da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to the show. We got this Gonzo. No, she's like Gonzo, girl. She don't look like the cow. She don't look like the guy from the Mortal Kombat. She don't. I'm off that. She don't look like him to me. She look like Gonzo. I can't stand that nose ring hanging off her nose. It looks like a giant booger hanging. I told y'all. Right. IDKY, right. You don't know why. She calls herself a content creator. Girl, it beats me either. When she does, all she does is record the same boring ish over and over again. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I don't understand about them. Why they be like, oh, y'all using our content, oh, y'all not original. Well, actually, we are coming up. Now we may be using your video, but we got our own spin. I mean, every person in this sector have their own spin on y'all lives. You know, whether we all agree on certain points or not, people have their own right to their own opinion, and it's definitely respected. And it's not always gonna be the same, and that's what we like about that. So, but you and Olivia and Chrissy, to a degree, y'all will put out the same videos, the same type of videos, like going to the market, going with the food stamp haul, meet my new man, here's my children dancing, come on Kaylin, come on here and dance, cha cha cha, you know what I mean? Oh my god. um, exactly. So let's go. I can't stand in nose ring. Okay, I already read that. Jazz really does. Okay, I already read that. I already read that one. I read that one. Right, she definitely need a jobby job. Yvonne, welcome to Mickey Flicky Palace. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Derry barely even knew that boy, and I am sure that he is not calling for his father. Exactly, that's what I understand. My 9-month old has some blanket to has a blank has the same blanket to soothe themselves. You said 9-month old though, right? However, my baby can go without it. Yeah, but he's 9-month old. It doesn't matter whether he can go without it. He's 9 months old. She really thinks it's cute, right, that he carries that blanket and less for sympathy for the poor legend. Yeah, that's her. That's her doing what she do best, y'all. Stan had a Muppet, I remember. uh I bet she don't even watch it without him screaming and hollering. It's her, girl. Nah, she don't watch it, sir. They probably smell like day old cabbage. Not because the child is not a beautiful child, because he is a beautiful child, but I'm talking about because her mama don't take time. I mean, if you don't wash your hair for a long period of time, it won't smell in the best of the smells, right? I don't see right. She wants to delay him, obviously. Codependence. Definitely. I bet that blanket smells like urine. Probably smell like poo poo too. Dang, all the children got something going on with them. Okay, where am I at? Okay. He starting school. He's starting school soon, exactly. He can bring that with him. Jasmine have to have time to take it away from him. Girl, he gonna have a fit. I'm trying to tell you, she really is making it hard on herself. Derry with having him so attached to that dirty blanket, she purposely delays her kids, obviously, so she can get that money of hips when he would not have that blanket. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have that blanket. He'd be like, give me that dang on. Like, he'd be able to snatch out that little boy hand so fast. We'd be like, what happened? They'd be like, where's the blanket? I'm trying to tell you, you better listen. You better heard. You heard me? That's why I sound from. They be like, you heard me? Anyway, right. I've never seen her trying to teach him anything educational, potty train, or speech therapy, etc. Girl, she called herself fake teaching him how to count in English and then flipping it backwards and teaching him how to uh count in Spanish or whatever. And it was just like God. And she kept on saying legendary girl. He was looking at her like what? Like who she's talking to. When she said Stanker, he answered. I'm trying to tell you, boy, calling these babies these really unrealistic names and then turn around and giving them little stupid ghetto nicknames like Tuka, Buka. I mean, all due respect, I'm not talking about that rapper in Chicago, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's just these names, these nicknames, Donnie No Nos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so weird. I mean, now people ain't naming their child that, but y'all know y'all be calling y'all children these so weird. Well, not all y'all, but some of y'all be like poo poo. I had this one partner. Her mom used to call her. I had to type it in the chat. I can't say it. I'm just gonna try to spell it out. Pizzpissy. And then she be like busy. And then she would yell. I'll be like, oh no. Little little dairy. Look, my name, little Daryl. And I got something to say. Got that easy breezy peasy comb her or cap cut that nappy hair. Woo, ooh, rise. Well, not to me, nappy is happy. However, it's nothing wrong with having nappy hair. Whether if it's coming out your head, that's your hair, right? The issue is that you still should make it look. You still should be presentable, and it's not presentable. Exactly. My baby is 9 months, and Derry is then they're 40. Dragging on that blanket, dirty blanket. Oh Lord.
You could have went out and got. You could have some water fountain and got some water.
Ooh, everybody keeps saying that that's Chris head, but Jasmine got a little watermelon socket push on
Make sure I say
her.
hi.
She got kind of a flat head herself, y'all. Everybody want to just say it's Chris head, but Jasmine kind of head shaped like that too.
Nah, let's go, Aiden. Come shoot it.
Can you come back to me?
What should you have with?
Shooting my hip and doing a little bit of your hair.
Okay. Come on.
You see how he threw that blanket down that time. It's the only time you can bond with your children over basketball. I mean, heck, even Shaq and them take their children and have fun with them, and they don't just be trying to make their children do basketball for crying out loud. I'm gonna speed this up, y'all, because I'm dozing off. I have not been asleep today. So I'm gonna fast forward this just a tad bit. I thought I just saw something that was very, very inappropriate. Maybe here we go. Well, I got a quick question. Is it anything wrong with your children having on shorts that actually fit them that come lower that's not so short? Do you think it's actually something wrong with that? You give them, at times, not all the time, but sometimes you'll give them a big t-shirt and then turn around and have them wearing like little bitty shorts. They look like underwear. They be so short they look like underwear, and that's ridiculous, Jasmine. That's not helping these children. That's not helping you. That's not helping this channel. This channel has tanked. How many subscribers did you lose recently? Okay, what I don't understand is, Jasmine, why is Amaya in front of the camera? Jasmine, I have a feeling this little girl gonna ask for her money back that you took from her. Did you take some of her birthday money? I'm not just allegedly. It just feels like you would do something like that. It just feels like it. Did you take this little girl birthday money? I'm asking a question. And because it feels like she's gonna eventually ask for it back.
I'm speeding.
crying out loud, Jasmine. You trying to leave these hoop dreams to these children. Find out what they like, Jasmine, and do that. I can't believe this whole video is based up off her playing, of her being in the gym. Jasmine, oh my God, girl, you got to do better than this. Somebody telling her to play horse. I think it's a game for basketball. Oh my God. Yeah, Jasmine, you don't have nothing else to do with better content but to sit up here and look like you miserable because you had to call Chris because of the Emerald City's carpet. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Jasmine, come on, Puff Puff the Magic Dragon. What you mean, girl? What you mean? My name, Lil Daryl, and I got something to say. I'm at this game of my brother or sister getting ready to play the game. And I just said, okay. I mean, come on, Jasmine. You gotta be embarrassed. You're not embarrassed. Seriously, Jasmine, well, you're embarrassed a little bit. I'm just asking in general. Have you ever been really embarrassed at all with your career here on the YouTube streets? Have you ever been embarrassed, a little bit? I ain't gonna I ain't,
Yeah, there we go, Aiden. Yep. Come on, Maya. That's what I'm talking about. Hold that hand up there next time, okay?
I mean, it's not too late. I don't understand. And that's another thing we're going to bring up. Jasmine, why don't you spend any time with your children outside of this camera? Why does everything have to be content? Why does everything have to be filmed? Like even with that commercial, even not commercial, but even with that TikTok, she's like everything. I think it's a TikTok or something. She's like everything is content. Everything. No, it's not. Everything is not content. Everything is not up for family discussions. Everything's not up for review. Everything is not always about everybody having a comment to say. I mean, again, we don't always need validation with our decisions. We don't always need validation about what we're doing here in this life because this is all a part of our spiritual journey. So we all can go on separate spiritual journeys. Now we might meet somewhere in the middle at times, or we might be at the end, or we might go separately but yet together. Like you can go on a spiritual journey with somebody and y'all going down the same time, but you're on a certain level and she's on another level. But golly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold that hand up there so you can see it. Put your hand in the cookie jar. You can go up there with your head and say, put the hand in the cookie jar.
In a minute, I know for a fact, Jasmine, you're gonna get really irritated by everybody keep on comparing your son, Legendary, to Olivia's son, AJ. People eventually you're gonna eventually get tired of them mentioning that. But don't be surprised when that goes down. Don't be surprised when people start doing that and they start really getting on and research and showing you what it is. She should at least brush it, right? Moisturize it, do something exactly. I have nappy hair, but I tame it. See, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's nothing wrong with that. And even if your hair is all over the place, it still can be beautiful. But Jasmine don't put no effort into these children's hair. You know what I mean? When I say when you put effort into, like you said, you tame your hair. My hair is brushed. I have a brushed locks. Dairy herd should be trained by now, right? All her children should be naturally tamed, excuse me, but just pure laziness. Exactly. She don't wear appropriate shorts herself. I know, but she still should have her children wear appropriate shorts. She took that tax money. Look how tight her hair is, shaking my head. Jazz don't do anything right. I don't understand why the moms be putting the gel and harsh products on their kids' hair. I don't either, girl, because I'm not putting all that stuff on my hair. And the gel that I use got some it's not even gel, it's sea moss, okay? Truth be told. But whatever, don't listen to me. I'm not getting ready to be walking around looking like Jasmine, but you boy. Y'all. No, ma'am, no, sir. I'm not finna be walking around here and embarrassing myself in the record label and as the staff and Chino Excel above YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I ain't gonna be embarrassing myself. They subbies get them hyped up thinking that they are invincible and YouTube can last forever. Right, right. Better have a backup plan, right. Life is a way to is a way of living, yeah. Right. They're gonna be lost souls. Yeah, they definitely gonna be lost souls if YouTube say you can only make a cap of money on here. You understand what I'm saying? Shoot, if Jasmine was getting my little bitty YouTube $100 check, $100 some check, boy, Jasmine would lose her mind. Y'all heard me? If I relied on this check to take care of me and my family, please, you hear me? So you gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk. Think about all those people that was making that good money on TikTok. Let's talk about that. Think about all those people that are making all that good money on TikTok, and now they getting ready to get rid of TikTok, right? And so a lot of those people think they're gonna come over to YouTube because some of them probably not even on YouTube or Facebook. Facebook don't pay that much, or Instagram, and Instagram don't pay that much. Cause I got a Instagram, some money from Instagram too. I'm monetized over there too. I'm monetized on Facebook as well. Shoot, I didn't get nothing. They gave me Facebook. I think Facebook I made $60. I think Instagram, and I really and with no effort. By the way, y'all, for the record, with no effort, no effort whatsoever. I made like $20 on one of them and $60 on the other when they bound and they sent it together, and that was it. Okay. Um, Jazz is obsessed with the gym and basketball. Yeah, but she ain't got nothing else going on. What y'all trying to take that away from her? Shoot, you know she ain't got nothing else going on. She ain't got these children. She don't want them for real. She got them, but she don't want them for real. You know what I'm saying? Her definitely needs to be embraced. Exactly. Um, They're gonna be hanging in the child line. They're gonna be hanging in the child line. Good times, we will lucky we got 'em. Do 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 do. Good times, yeah. Hanging in the child line. You know they had another. They said the original version said something about roaches in the hallway or some old crazy stuff. I said, boy, they would have put that out. Black people would have cursed what's his name? Lanier. What's that dude name that correct? Well, not really Eric Monte created the show. But the dude that produced it, what's his name? Stole that from Eric Monte. Eric Monte. What is that dude name? um Norman Lanier or something. Anyway, I think he died recently, didn't he? But anyway, they had like I said, another version of that song. They like a little part in there that said something about roaches or something. Yeah, Lanier, yeah. Norman Lanier, yeah. They had a part in there that talked about roaches and stuff like that. Boy, we would have had a field day. That was in the 70s too. Shoot, that we would have had a field day with him, with Norman Lanier and whoever else thought that was okay, because according to them, they said it was a lot of white riders at first, and then they started to get, I think they got like one black rider or something. I forgot. It was somebody that you didn't know, that you wouldn't least expect that was a rider. I can't remember who they said the rider was. One comedian, actual comedian. um Scratching and surviving, good times, hanging in the child line. I know one thing, that new cartoon, Good Times on Netflix, is despicable, shaking my head. Right, girl, it is. Just downright horrible. I did watch the season. I tried to speed it up, but I couldn't watch it. You know how I'm doing this video right now. You know how I did this video that Jasmine just did and Jazzy just did. That's how I did it, but I made it faster. So I got the gist of it, and the gist of it is horrible. It's embarrassing. It's the most repugnant piece of crap that you could want to see. And I like Rick and Morty, by the way. So if I take if I watch Rick and Morty, and I probably watch some risque cartoons or risque shows. I do, but I'm an adult. But that Good Times on Netflix ought to be ashamed of themselves putting that mess out there like that. You know, um, but yeah, I'm dozing. I'm getting sleepy. I know y'all heard me say a couple of crazy little things. A lot. I call myself. I said, why would I say such thing? Because I'm sitting up here tired. Y'all know I've been up 24 hours, and I just need to close my eyes. My husband gonna come home for a minute so I can take me a bit of a nap. Well, he's coming home. He took off. Uh, Anyway, I'm getting ready to take me a bit of a nap. I'm trying to tell you, cause he got to sit up with his son. I gotta take me a nap, y'all. I bet if I just need like an hour nap, maybe 2 hours, an hour at the least. Because I'm telling you that this was the most boringest video that Jasmine would have that Jasmine insisted on doing today. She could have left this alone because again, nobody wants to see these children not sports when they supposed to be sporting. It's just some things, and I try to show my son in the best light possible. At least I try to. And I know it's it's certain things that when he's learning a new move in jujitsu, I am not going to put that out there for everyone to see. Once he's mastered it or got halfway decent, then you show that. You don't show the children at their lowest. You know what I mean? If that's the only picture that you got of a particular auntie, like if you have a picture of your auntie, and this is your auntie, this is you know your one of your favorite aunties, and she got her mouth open and she's no longer here with us in the physical realm, right? And that's the only picture you got. That's one thing, but golly, Jasmine got all these decent type of videos with these kids, but nothing that's fun. You know what I mean? Like she's always showing these children walking around looking crazy. Shorts be too short. The shirts be longer than the shorts. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. You know? But anyway, y'all, let me wrap this up. I'm talking crazy. All right, y'all. Appreciate each and every one of you all. I apologize for my sleepiness, but I am sleepy. That coffee did not do nothing. That coffee was like, wee. I got one thing to say, Jasmine. This is your new song. I'm gonna probably try to record it at some point. Okay, during my career here on the YouTube streets. Okay, here it goes. Dun, 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 dun. Wash it good. Dun, 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 dun. Wash it real good. Yo, 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 baby Jasmine. Come in here. Come and take a bath. You better make it fast before I get. Can't you feel the water pulsing hard like I know you wish you would? Now wash it. Dun, 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 dun. Wash it real good. Wash it real good. Wash it. Wash it good. Wash it. Wash it real good. Okay, y'all, here we go. All right. All right, y'all. Know y'all say this girl is crazy. All right. All right. All right, y'all. Let me go. My little cat is just going crazy, going bonkers. Y'all know when I start putting that dirty, that cat means, right? Her Jazz and the key above. Oh my god. The next video we gonna do, y'all, we're going to do Nakia. We're gonna do Jasmine. We're gonna do a Jasmine and a Nakia because we have not visited Nakia in quite some time. One of a good sis that's on here. she does Nakia a lot. She has a lot of great information on Nakia. She does excellent videos on Nakia. It's a couple of people out. It was a few of y'all out here that do really like. It's Lala does a good job on Nakia coverage of Nakia, and the other young lady that she allowed me to use her video coverage. Let me make sure I shot her out because that's necessary as well. I can't just shot one out and not do the other. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I shot this out before y'all leave. Um, her name is Chat with Pretty uh Lay. Okay. So she also has some great coverage on the Kia, but she gets a lot of her stuff and she tells everybody where she gets her stuff from. She gets her stuff from Reddit. They got like a lot of, if y'all go to Reddit, y'all will see so much stuff on Nakia. It's ridiculous. I'm like, oh my God. Some things is probably far-fetched and other things you be like, wow. Then they'll have proof of this, of some things, and sometimes people, Nakia's people be coming up here telling off on her. But again, I don't know. But they have a lot of stuff on there. And if you, like I said, this young lady right here, she definitely provides that information. And I just be like, wow. And then she does really good commentary. She cracks me up how she talk though. She's funny though. She be like, girl, I can't talk how she do. I can't do it. I could not talk how she talks. And I usually can do people, but I cannot do her. But she's funny. But yeah. So it's a lot of people, other people out here cover her, but those two that I have in mind that's like really heavily into it. It's other people that cover. Of course, we know our good other sis cover it. But we don't. But they're like the main people that do it. That's all I'm saying. It's some more out there. It's not just those two, but those what I can think of at the top of my head. I just got done looking at her today as well, so that's why I brought her up. So anyway, my point is, y'all, we're gonna do some more Nakia here shortly. We also gonna throw Jasmine in here shortly, so we can make sure that we are covering these other mommies because Olivia and Jasmine took and kind of took a lot of our time in coverage of other mommies because of that fake back and forth that they was doing. Now they back together in love and stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's just Jasmine and Kaisha same way. And that'd be so confusing to me. I'd be like, dang, are y'all together or not? And it's just like, stop breaking up. And if you're going to, that's another thing. If you keep breaking up with somebody, just end it and don't tell nobody. Don't keep breaking up on camera. It's ridiculous. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of here. I ain't talking about nothing. All right, then, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
So if y'all type in Shakina, is her name Shakina? Is it Shakina or whatever her name is? Shakina Grant. And I'm not trying to. Well, she had a book. If y'all know she got a book. If y'all go to Amazon, she wrote them illiterate books. If you are trying to teach your children how to read, do not buy those books because they will be just as dumb as her. But anyway, nevertheless, if you go to if you type in her name, her first last name, it'll come up. But it's something else you supposed. It's another thing that you type in, it'll all pop up. But just type in that, or Nakia from YouTube, whatever her name is here, you'll find it. I'm telling you. And she got some weird people in there that be like really riding for her. It'd be really wild. It gets you think LSD or whatever that the chat is called. That one place that we go to as well. If you think they off the chain, you should read these comments in the kid. On the kid, they be going in. You hear me? And some of the people that really rep for her be like, leave her alone. This, it just trust me. All right, then I'll see you later. I'm gone.